What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Cromey Zone. I am Luke, and today what we're giving you guys is actually warm-ups. I'm going to show you exactly how you can create your own warm-up using an Excel sheet or Google Excel sheet. These are really useful to know, especially if you like doing up your own programs, or you like experimenting, or even if you just want to learn some new skills with technology. I've got your back. So it's only going to be a few minutes long. I'm going to try and keep these tutorials really nice, quick, and comprehensible because I don't want to get too much into it. These can be massive topics. But without further ado, guys, I hope you really enjoy, and let us know in the comments what you think and what you'd like to see next. So we'll get into this rather fast. So first off, guys, we want to start off with the ramp approach. Most fitness instructors, or I think the ones that I know anyway, use this approach when they're designing their warm-ups. So basically what you want to do is start off with the R. The R goes to raise heart rate. You want to elevate that heart rate. This is known as your cardio part of the warm-up. So this is what gets your blood pumping. This is what starts getting your body really ready for exercise. Next up, you have activate your muscles. So this comes in the form of stretching. As you can see on screen now, you can do all these kinds of things. Different types of stretches, hopefully mainly around the muscles that you're going to be working out for that workout specifically. Next up, we have mobilize your joints. So as you can see on screen again, you have mobilizing your joints. You can use your knees, your hips, every single joint in your body. You're able to mobilize it and put it around in circles and just get some fluids flowing to that so that you can up your mobility game. And then finally is potentiate. You want to gradually get to the point where you're about to start working out at your full capacity then. So nice and easy, and you can do all of these at the same time as well. As you can see up here on screen, I have burpees. So you can start off when you're raising the heart rate and you're starting off slow, you can start with the stepping out and then stepping in and then just raising the hands above the head. Then slowly progress on to jumping at the legs out, jumping back in, and then jumping up in the air as well. So then you just gradually build up on that throughout the warm-up until you're starting to really feel in it and you're really, really ready for that exercise. So I'm going to bring you guys here. What we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to use Excel just to create a really quick, really simple warm-up sheet for yourself essentially. So basically what I usually do is I grab all of these, I go into the font, I change the font, I change it to a slightly bigger font size because I like that. All of these ones are customary, you don't have to do it. This is text wrapping. These just make sure that the words are in the center of the cells, which are these little squares. So now what we're going to do is, so let's see what we want. So when you're doing your warm-ups, so you have three categories, right? So you're going to have one that's going to be exercise, right? That's going to be your first exercise. You're going to have the next one, which is going to be time. And then the next one, what I like to do is intensity. So these are going to be your three kind of main categories here. So what we can do here is we can put like a little bit of a line. Actually, no, we won't do that just yet, but now this trick, what you can do, I'll show you how to make this look nice and pretty as well as plan it. So this one, what you do is you click format, you go here and you click merge cells, and you can merge those cells like this. What I like to do here, this is a bit of styling, is I usually get a bigger font and I put the title of that selection of cells, and that basically just kind of labels what this is then, right? So if we wanted to start off, I usually like doing a bit of a jog. I'll put that up on screen now as well. So the fun thing what you can do with these as well with this ramp approach is that you can actually mix them together. So if you can see up on screen again, so I've got sort of a high knee jog going on, and I'm also swinging my arms down and swinging them up and swinging them down. So this is mobilizing my back at the same time as raising my heart rate and activating my glutes and hamstrings because they have to stretch to get all the way up into that position. This happens the same way as well when you're doing jogging with high heels or heels to bums. That basically what you're doing is you're elevating your heart rate, you're mobilizing your knees, and you're stretching out your hams or your quads, your quadriceps, which is in the front of your legs there. So let's say we have a nice sweet jog here, and then let's say we go high knees. Then we can say, then we can go into our stretching, right? So I usually put together a nice wee stretching routine, which we might do as well somewhere along the line. But to have your own stretching routine is a good idea as well. We'll put up some sort of ideas for you guys sometime in the future, but it's a really good idea because if you get your own stretching routine, you're going to be able to do it all the time. So I highly recommend that. Sweet. So basically what we decided, so as you can see from here, the workout that this is going to be for is going to be kind of for a full body workout. I have jogs, high knees, stretching, mobilize, burpees, and these are full burpees, by the way, so that means you're going to be doing push-ups in these burpees, okay? So what we can do then is we can kind of section all of this off. I'm going to put a big, nice sort of square around this here, so we can probably, hold on. So this guy up here allows you to put sort of borders between your cells, right? So then we can put that, we'll put another border in this one. And these guys, what we can do is we can put little borders, so we can do that, split them up as well, make that nice, and then we'll split these guys up again as well. Very good. So the jog, what we want the jog, so usually you don't really want your warm-up to be going too long, but at the same time you don't want it to be too short. What I like to do is actually to do a good few minutes, maybe 5 to 6 minutes of that sort of cardio session. It does depend on what kind of workout you're doing. In this case, if you're looking for just a really quick warm-up, which I usually do, just so I can basically get my exercise done and get out, this is going to be a good one for you. So it's just nice and quick. So let's say 4 minutes jogs, or 2 minutes jog, 2 minutes high knees. So let's say minutes there as well. Stretching will go for another 2 minutes. Mobilizing will only take 1 minute because it's just quite quick. You just have to quickly just sort of go through, like, you know, all of your joints, your wrists, your fingers, your elbows, you know, you can do all that kind of stuff. I said mobilizing. Minutes. And then burpees, what we can do is we can do 20 burpees. So then beside that, what I like to do is I usually like to put the intensity, because sometimes you can have a low intensity warm-up, sometimes you can have a really high intensity warm-up. It doesn't necessarily need to be too high, but you also have to make sure it's not too low, because if it's too low, you're not going to raise that heart rate and you're not going to potentiate the movement. So that's what you want to make sure you're going to be hitting every single time. So let's say the intensity on the jog is going to be medium, high knees is going to be quite high, stretching is going to be quite low, mobilize is low, and then burpees is going to be high again. This is going to potentiate the movement. So what you can do then to further customize this, I usually like using this sort of color palette. I have a nice sort of red and black going, and let's see, it's a bit too red, that one. I think it's this one. Yeah, here we go. And then this is basically it. So then as you can see, this little sort of tiny little chart is our warm-up, essentially, for our first exercise, for our first workout. So hope you guys enjoyed this. This is going to be a really quick, again, they're really quick tutorials just to show you how you can make up your own warm-ups and your own workouts on Google Excel. I assume a lot of you guys know kind of what you're doing when it comes to exercise, so this is basically just giving you that skill set that you guys need to put it all the way into practice. Guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been the Cromey Zone. I'm Luke. Stay fit, stay happy, stay healthy.